We have all been there. Let's say it together. New Year's resolutions. Well, honestly, I think they're a bunch of bullshit. I said it. Please just hear me out. Tell me, why do we, in the month of January or the month of December, after we've been wrecked from the holidays, wrecked from the whole year, decide to get ahead of ourselves and start planning for the next year? And don't get me wrong, I think goals and resolutions are fantastic, but this is where I have beef. This is where I have beef with you, okay? New Year's resolutions is usually me. I would set these crazy goals and honestly reach for the stars. Don't get me wrong, okay? I wouldn't necessarily execute them. So I wasn't willing to play. I was all talk, but I was no action. All talk, no game. I feel like I'm doing poetry or something.
Slam! Poetry! Yelling!
I literally don't remember what my New Year's resolutions were last year. That's like how often and how fast I forget, like, what was I wanting for 2023? And I don't know. And then it just makes me feel like crap about myself. And then I'm like, oh shoot, better get on 2024. And then I realize, what am I doing? This is where I think there could be a solution. Focusing on small changes. And hear me out. Last year, about summertime, I had a significant transformation for myself, not only physically, but also with my mindset. I had had enough, okay? And I thought, why not stop doing New Year's resolutions and focus on these small changes, these smaller goals, so it's more attainable? And I think I'm bringing this up because I was actually able to execute that. And I just feel like I learned so much in the process, and I want to share that with you. I wanted things that I could control. I wanted it to be achievable and attainable, and quite honestly not feel awful if I couldn't achieve the goal, but at least, hey, I aimed higher than if I didn't set a goal at all, right? And don't get me wrong, there are a million goal setters. There's a million other YouTube videos out there, and please watch them. I think goal setting in general, it's like an art form. It's so important, and it's so difficult to actually accomplish. I don't know about you guys, but for me in the past, it's been very difficult when I set certain goals to actually accomplish them. So I figured, why not talk about the oldest trick in the book when it comes to you, little New Year's resolution, okay? And the oldest trick in the book is health goals, fitness goals. And I love a good goal. I love a good physique goal. I love a mindset goal. I love just a simple little hey, I want to get better at running or lifting or whatever it may be. So I am making a YouTube video of small changes that will actually work for you in 2024 that goes along with your fitness journey. So with that being said, do not forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's get started. Okay, so like I said, this past year, I really worked hard at kind of figuring out why I couldn't commit to goals. And I noticed this was something that kept reoccurring in my life. I clearly started fitness years ago. If you followed my channel for a while now, I had this major transformation. It did take a while. It wasn't overnight, but I couldn't seem to have committed to a fitness goal after that. And I didn't know how or why. I was really good at maintaining my physique, but if I wanted to challenge myself, I would always give up. It was like I went back to who I was before my fitness journey. And it just goes to show you really have to work on yourself, and you have to actively work on changing those habits and really trying to work on yourself. Otherwise you will fall back in. That's what I definitely learned in this past year of 2023 was it is still me, and I need to work on constant self-improvement. I feel like once I hit that physique goal or hit whatever milestone it was, I was like, oh, I'm good. Oh, I've made it. I've climbed the top of the mountain. It's the climb. It's the climb. And then I realized, oh shoot, no, I just stumbled back down it and now I gotta climb it again. So first things first, my very first tip is something that I actually had to work so hard at. And I did so much research. I've read books, I've listened to podcasts, I've listened to YouTubers, and I had to make it my own. But the first thing that you need to do is make clear goals. And when you're Sav, no duh, this is a resolution time, I'm setting goals. Are you setting the right goals? Are you setting ones that are achievable, measurable, sustainable? Do you have a timeline? You need to know all of the facts, and I lecture the girlies that I train to the ends of days when I see their goals. Let me give a simple example. I want to run a 5K in 3 months. Okay, cool, perfect. Love that. How are you going to do that? How are you going to train? And I make you get so nitty gritty. That's really what I did with my 6-week cut is like, how do I get to like, okay, you want to run 5K? When are you running? What days are you running? What outfit are you running? What time are you running? And it's to where there's no fault in your goals and there's no fault in really the steps that will reach your goals. So if you don't reach your goals, you can look back and say, hey, and know exactly where you can pinpoint and improve to actually reach that goal. So during my 6-week cut, that's exactly what I did. 2 is everybody should be exercising. And what I mean by this is everybody should have a workout plan. Depending on your goals, your workout plan may be different, okay? But you need to develop a structured workout plan that goes along and is cohesive with your goals. If your goals is to gain lean muscle mass, if your goal is to lose fat, what are you doing for it? If you just in the past have walked, to gain muscle, we're going to have to do some resistance training, okay? So we have to be really honest. We have to put our ego aside of what we did in the past. There's a reason you're not at that goal. You're going to have to change out your workout routine. You're going to have to switch it up. You're going to have to embrace that. It's going to suck sometimes. It's going to be annoying. You're going to have to learn to get through with discipline and not just motivation. I like to personally include a mix of, no matter what, strength training, resistance training, fantastic for your body, your longevity, cardio, because we love to focus on our cardiovascular health, okay? And then a flexibility routine to some extent. Really what I want to do in 2024 is get really good at challenging myself in my workout routine. I will like find a workout routine. I won't hit new PRs. Like I'll get a little comfy, a little cozy, and I'll stick with that for like years. And that's exactly what I did. And when I did this 6-week cut, I literally changed my entire workout routine. And there were days I was like, I don't want to go. And you know what? I went. Number 3 is prioritizing nutrition. What I mean by this is whenever I chat with somebody about their fitness goals, we have to acknowledge the elephant in the room, nutrition. Nutrition matters. I don't care what you say. You can work out all day long, but nutrition matters. A balanced diet is going to look different for everyone. Personally, I like to focus on whole foods, lean proteins, complex carbs, healthy fats, to really support my workouts, support my lifestyle, make me feel better. I just feel like not enough of us will acknowledge the elephant in the room of nutrition. And that's like a reoccurring thing I've just noticed in general is we always are going to take the easy way out with nutrition and like kind of compensate for it when I totally recommend just challenge yourself and see how your body feels. All right, next up is 4, and that is track your progress. This is tricky for everybody. A like common way to track practice that a lot of us have heard, seen, know about, even going to doctor's offices is like tracking your height and your weight. And I don't necessarily think this is the most effective way to track your progress, depending on what your goals are. If you want to gain lean muscle mass, if you're looking to bulk, whatever it may be, opposed to cut, you may not want to have your weight equal success. Muscle weighs more than fat, so just be aware of that that's not always or the only way to track your progress. For me personally, I take progress photos and I don't do it every single day. I probably do them every 2 weeks, but it's totally up to you. If it's messing with your brain, then you need to reevaluate a different way to track progress. But don't skip tracking progress. You literally will not know how far you've come, and you will have this dysmorphia if you don't see progress. Save it for a rainy day and just keep them in like the back of your phone. 5 is adapt and adjust. This was a huge thing for me. During my 6-week cut, I had to adjust my macros halfway through. Know that it's okay to adjust. It doesn't mean your goals have failed. It doesn't mean you're changing your goals. It just means you're adjusting and adapting on how to reach it, how to get to the top of the mountain, right? Say you're like hiking Mount Everest and you thought you'd go this route where it's just directly up with your picks, and you can't go the route because there's something stuck. There's a boulder falling down. I have no idea. This is very intense conversation personally that I'm having right now in this hypothetical situation. But if you are adjusting it and you're going around the mountain, you still reach the top of Mount Everest. You're just adjusting your goal. So be aware of that. And I hope you enjoyed that analogy. Lastly is reward yourself. If you do not have a reward, it's not going to be fun. Okay. At the end of the day, we're humans. At the end of the day, we like our rewards. We like our treats.
3 words for you. Treat yourself. Treat yourself 2011.
So make sure you're doing that. For me, with my cut, I made sure on the weekends I was having meals out with my friends. I'd have a drink or two with my friends. I still had them within my macros. I still had them within my goals, but I did treat myself. That is so important. We're not meant to be robots. We're not meant to be so strict about life. It's too freaking short. So make sure, treat yourself, reward yourself along the process, because this needs to be sustainable. If you are doing a cut like me, that's probably not the most sustainable thing, but I took away habits from it. I hope this helped you guys. I hope it helps you prep for 2024 and like really focus on your physique, your wellness, your health, whatever it may be, the goals. So comment down below if you liked this video, if you want me to do more sit down chit chat videos. With that being said, do not forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and Happy New Year!